Hello, and welcome to another edition of AppSec Decoded. I'm Taylor Armerding, security advocate with the Synopsys Software Integrity Group, and today we're going to be talking about malice, as in malicious packages. And joining me to talk about it is one of our go-to experts on the topic, Mike McGuire. He is Senior Software Solutions Manager with the Synopsys Software Integrity Group, and he's played a major role in the creation of the recent Synopsys ebook titled Exploring the Threat of Malicious Packages in the NPM Ecosystem. The ebook contains 9 strategies for finding and blocking malicious packages from getting into your code bases. Now, we don't have time to get into all 9, but could you maybe give an umbrella view or summarize a few of the most important?
Yeah, sure. I can sort of give you the key takeaway from all of those. And at the 10,000-foot level, it is you have to know what is powering your applications. You have to have that visibility. So malicious components are going to find their way in, whether they're open source or even commercial or some other third party. But visibility is going to be your first step. So if you are using open source, if you are using commercial components to build your applications, or if you're procuring some application that is most likely using third-party open source components, you have to know that they're there. That's going to be your first step. You're not going to know that you have a malicious component until you know that you have a component. So that is step one. Obviously, there are components that are always malicious, and ideally, you don't bring those into your software development lifecycle to begin with. So that's part of your visibility is bring in a component, it's trustworthy today, and keeping an eye on it to make sure that it's trustworthy tomorrow. And that the next version is trustworthy. But also, as you're bringing them in, taking a look at some metrics and going beyond known vulnerabilities, looking at project history, the project maintainer history and reputation. How often are they fixing vulnerabilities? The maintainers of this, do they maintain a lot of projects? How long have they been a maintainer of this project? And even looking at things like, what were the changes in one version of component X over the last version of component X? Do you see significant changes in functionality that could raise a red flag? Because this is just a minor update. And you can even look at the behavior of these packages a little closer as well. So why is this component now reaching out and contacting a remote IP address? That doesn't make sense based on the intended functionality of this component and based on the fact that it never had to do that before. Maybe somebody has hijacked this account. Maybe I've upgraded to a version of this that is not, or that is in a public version of this that is not the same as my private version of this, right? We're going through those 4 examples that we checked out. So again, those are a few examples how you can get a little deeper, but the highest level is visibility. Know what your business is running on. Know what software your business is running on.
All right. Well, thanks. We're gonna have to leave it there. But the message is, don't let malicious packages ruin your day, your week, your month, your company.
Your business.
And remember, you can access much more detail on malicious packages in the ebook. And thanks to you, our audience, for joining us. Once again, this is AppSec Decoded. And until next time, I'm Taylor Armerding with the Synopsys Software Integrity Group. We help organizations build trust into their software.